discuss how to create a sign up, login, and logout controller in our API model for Node.js and MongoDB. So, as in the last video, we have seen that we have created a user modules with respect to creating the new users and generating a token while calling the JWT token by means of try catch block. Now, in this method, we will see the login route, logout, as well as the sign up routes. So, for this, I will go to my Visual Studio Code, and now here I will check for the authenticity of the controller where we have written the export signup route. So this signup route is same as the previously we have defined, and this is the logout route. Okay, so we will discuss one by one like how we have written this route. So we have defined the constant full name with the you define a constant variable with full name, email, and password. Now, with the help of this, we have defined the request and body, and in that we have use the try and catch block. Now, if the full name is not available or email is not available, then it will return all the fields are required. So this we will test with the help of API. And also if we will hash password will be there. We have checked because we have used the library utils from import JWT from JSON Web Token. Okay, because we have used the library for generating a token, and if the password length is less than 6, then it will return password must be at least 6 characters long. After that, we will check for the user model with the await method and find the email address. If the email address exists, then it will return a status code of with the response variable. If the new user already exists, then it will show email address ID already exists. No, otherwise it will generate a new await method with the help of bcrypt, which we have imported in our user model in our controller which from our library package.json library. Okay, as you can see here. Now, with the help of this, we have created a new user and written a status code with the pushing the data into database in the same. And also we can console the log here for getting the new user ID. And if the new user not created, that will show invalid user data. And if there is any kind of other error, then it will throw 500 status code because it will return error in sign up controller. Okay. Similarly, so we'll test this in our sign up routes. So this we have created a sign up route here and given the parameter full name, email, and password. So this I have passed the sample data here by clicking on here. Okay, so I will start my terminal once again and I will push the data. Let me clear this response so that I can push fresh data now. So this I have cleared the response and given the parameter full name, email, and password. Now you might be wondering why the ID is not given, because the ID is taken directly from the source of the MongoDB database source. Okay, so this see last I have created a response and it generate auto because ID will get automatically generated, and we have also given the other parameter profile pic and this one. Okay, so I will delete it and I will create once the new fresh one. Okay, so I will reset it for okay, this I will delete it, and since I am generating a fresh request now, okay. So this I have deleted the response from the MongoDB, which we have pushed through API. Now I will create a new sign up controller again. So before going to this, I will quickly explain the other parts when we have written the login and logout route as well. Okay, so that is also the same thing which is pulling also from the user model, full name, email, and profile pic. Okay, but now I will test it on the API part. This is the sign up controller I am testing. Okay, and this will be the post request. So I'm sending the data now. Let's see, and this will be in the raw format, and I want JSON format. Okay, so this I am pushing the data. See, this token gets created, and the timing also is there. So after clicking on here, I will see that my data has gone to controller and a new ID gets generated, a new token, JWT token we have generated. And now when we go to our MongoDB source, here I will refresh it. So automatically the data will come. So let's come it on the part. Now, in the meantime, we will discuss on the login route. We also will give the email and password, and if the request comes, it will find the email. If it not find, if the password is incorrect, that will go to invalid credentials. Okay, the same thing will generate a token with this method, and if any error comes, it will show the login controller error in login controller. Now let's go to our API part. See the now our data gets created, and here the token you can see, this is the token we have generated. Okay, so object token generated, new data passed, and also with the password is also hash password we have used here. Okay, in the same way I will use the logout controller of my code. So here we will see the, no, I will log in, and this is logout code. So logout code is also same. It will pull the data from the RS cookie, which is our response.cookies. It will get, and it will clear the cookies, the JWT token which is generated in our folder. Okay, so now we will see on this part where we have do the login part. I will go to my login part, and I will allow the user to get login with this credential same. So I will send the data now. Okay, internal server error. Now here we have to check why this internal server error came, because we are sending the data directly to him to generate the token. Now new user dot, here also we will, if you the user found, then it will show the data is there. So might be there is an error with the login controller, where we have again defined a new user here. So this user we are finding it by email. If the user exists, now you can also pass the other checks like password must be, suppose I am trying to sign it with this one and giving the password as 123 only. So let's see what happens. I'm trying to log in invalid credentials. So our checks are working here. It came into invalid credentials because I'm not giving the correct password. So invalid credentials come here when I'm trying to log in. Okay. And if the email address it exists, now what is the email address? You can see here, test@gmail.com is the email address. Okay, and this is the password which we are, this is the encrypted password which is storing in our MongoDB database. Now let's check for the I will remove all the fields and ask the user to log in. Now it will show again the invalid credentials. Now let's uh, log out now the session, and here there is none of the data will be there. So the this created coupon will clear out, and it will release from the cache. So it got our message